Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and assorted people of the internet. I am James Phoenix, and welcome to another review here on Pez of the Mind. This is a look at, as we've been doing for the show, at the second half of Season 5 of Once Upon a Time, the hit fantasy series on ABC, or, if you're on the other side of the pond, Netflix.
Yay, Netflix! I like that Netflix gets the cheers.
Okay,
yeah,
then.
the other side of the pond.
Oh, okay.
Bit of a delay, but that worked. Joining me, as you can see from over there, of course, from the other side of the pond, is Chriz the Mole. And, of course, our female contingent, Anastasia Lazerbeam, pew pew.
Oh, fuck it.
Okay, then.
There's no boo button.
You don't have a boo button, you're supposed to use this one.
I would have, but it wouldn't have worked as well with the one you used, so I just went with the laughter.
Fair enough. So, if you haven't seen the end of Season 5 of Once Upon a Time, spoilers, that should go without saying, but I'll say it anyway.
This whole review will be filled with spoilers.
Yes, yes it will.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. Is it
You know
spoilers? Spoilers.
If you don't want spoilers, look away now.
And like for the next 30 minutes.
Pretty much.
And come back when you actually watch season 5 and see if you agree with us.
Yep.
Spoiler, you'll agree with me.
Ha.
Most likely.
I don't know about the other two yet. If they agree with me, them too.
Alright.
Okay, then. So at any rate, of course, we ended the first half of our season with the necessary murder of Captain Killian Hook Jones, who was the Super Ultra Omega Dark One.
Yeah, it's a dark. The dark.
He was just a dark one. The Super Mega Ultra Dark One would be Rumpelstiltskin after he channels his Dark One powers and every other Dark One in existence ever.
Yes, but before he got killed, Hook pulled all the other Dark Ones into him so that Emma could kill them all at once. So for that moment, he was the Super Ultra Omega Dark One.
But he did it for a good reason, so therefore he himself wasn't dark.
Fair enough. But he had Dark One powers. So anyway, of course, Emma attempted to run him through with Excalibur.
Different now. It's a big dark black dagger. And it's like ooh.
And now the writing is now the dagger is black and the writing is silver instead of the other way around. But yeah, so with the death of Hook and all the Dark Ones, the darkness was actually channeled back into Rumpelstiltskin because he's a dick that can't have any kind of consistent characterization.
He's a dick that keeps on dicking.
Pretty much. So with the death of Captain Hook for apparently no reason because the darkness did not actually get destroyed, Emma says to hell with this and blackmails Rumpelstiltskin yet again with threatening to tell his wife that he's an evil asshole because for some reason Belle hasn't figured that out yet. And gets Rumpelstiltskin to open a gateway to the Underworld where Team Storybrooke heads down to locate Captain Hook and hopefully bring him back to the land of the living in some manner. Upon arrival, they are, of course, greeted by many, many dead people from the past seasons that we've seen. These include, but are not limited to, people like
including Bruce Willis, who was a ghost the whole time.
He was. That was a twist. But including the one-eyed witch, who is running grannies.
The one-eyed witch. That's why I call mine.
Yeah, well, that's who she is. That's what they call her. Sorry, no, it's the blind witch. The one-eyed witch is a different character. Sorry. Blind witch.
I was about to say, like, what the fuck? She's not a pirate or some shit.
No, the one-eyed witch was a character. I think it was a character from earlier in the show.
Ooh.
Yes. He's got LGMs.
Ooh. I have LGMs.
Yeah, so...
They haven't brought a Toy Story yet. Hopefully they'll get there. Anyway.
All the dead characters they could afford to come back.
Pretty much, yeah. The blind witch, Pan...
And no proper Neo coming back.
No, Neil showed up for one cameo in a car. That was about it.
Hey, I moved on. I didn't go to hell.
Yeah, but we don't know if that was real or not because Emma then woke up and it was vague whether or not that was real or whether or not he only appeared in her dream, in which case it doesn't count.
True.
Real enough for me.
Where
was the Snow Queen?
That's a good question. Where was the Snow Queen? I guess Elizabeth Mitchell must have been busy filming something else. Yeah, I think she's on a Netflix show now. I don't remember. Anyway, so
it's hot as hell in freaking hell, so she's got to make those snow cones, and she's always busy working.
There you go. That works.
For people watching, this is how bad parts of something is with the Underworld shit. I've changed my location more than this season did.
Yeah. It's true.
Underworld just ends up looking like Storybrooke that's decaying, and by decaying they mean they've changed the lighting effect and put a couple of bits of rubble outside.
And cut off the clock tower. It's stuck in the middle of the street.
That's what I would count as rubble outside.
Okay. But yes, it's for all intents and purposes Storybrooke. Underbrook, as some have come to call it, yes. And eventually they arrive, they meet a lot of dead people, they run into David's oh-so-fun brother, James.
Yep.
We find out that Regina's mother, Cora, is down there, all kinds of people. And over the course of the season, we see some of these people move on, we see some of these people get tossed into the fiery depths of Tartarus, and we see the arrival of Hades, who... Yes, well, no, go ahead.
You go.
Okay. Well, I was just gonna say, and we run into Hades, played by, I don't remember the actor's name, but I know he's on a show you like.
He had been on Ally McBeal.
That's what it was. Okay.
Years ago.
I know. I didn't know what show. I didn't remember what show it was. I wasn't sure. Sorry.
That's fine.
Okay. Hades is cool. His acting's good.
But yes, Greg Germann is Hades. He was not bad. I would have preferred if he was a little campier, but it worked for what they did.
I liked him, and I loved what they did with the role.
Yep. And effectively,
his role was a good thing at this season, really.
Yep. And over the course of the season, we find out that Hades is for some reason trying to keep them there. He doesn't like that they've brought contraband hope into the underworld, and it's making things grow and shit. And then of course, we have to bring in the rest of the cast. So via portal that Rumpelstiltskin is forced to conjure because of contract he signed a long time ago, Belle and Zelina are brought down. Turns out Hades and Zelina are a thing. He made the whole Underbrook thing for her because he wanted to give her what her sister had. And at the end of the day, they managed to get Hook back. Yeah, he can't come back with them because he doesn't have a body to go back to because it's all rotting and shit up on the surface.
We don't know that until like the end, though.
Yeah.
English. Until then, it was an assumption they just had to get him.
Yeah. Also, brief appearance by Hercules and Megara for like 2 episodes.
Yeah, Hercules is like a complete bitch.
Yeah, pretty much.
He died by dog.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I had loads of stuff I don't like with this. Like, what the fuck's up with Cora?
Yeah, her redemption thing was super weird. Like, I expected her to fucking burn.
Yeah, that was kind of out of nowhere.
Her redemption was way too fast. Like, suddenly, she's now all about her family way too fast. When, what was it, the beginning of the first half of the season, or was it slightly last year? She came back from beyond the grave to try to kill them.
And also, the only thing I can think of is that when she died, at least when Snow killed her or whatever, she had her heart in her, so maybe she was able to be slightly more positive, but she just had a whole fucking change. It was way too much.
Yeah, because like I said, she came back as a ghost from hell to try and kill him at one point.
Yeah, that's true. But I think a big part of it was the fact that she got her heart put back in her, so with her heart finally back in her after all those years, she realized how horrible she had been and what she had done, and she gave back the... totally not just contrived for this episode, convenient memories of that one time Regina and Zelina met and they were totally best friends.
Also, what the fuck's up with the fact Cora was played by the woman she's played as?
You think it should have been the younger actress? Hello?
Hey. Mole?
Mole froze.
Hello?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. You froze for a minute, Mole.
Oh, I didn't know if you guys could hear me or not. What I said was, I prefer the older actress, but the younger one played her when she returned as a ghost, which means that was the form she was in the afterlife.
True.
She just sent her Spectre, which is younger and prettier.
Yeah, basically. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, there was a lot of wasted character potential in the Underworld here, like the all of, 2 episodes where we saw Peter Pan show up, act really well, and be kind of threatening, and then get bitched out.
Yeah, that was lame.
Also, it seemed stupid that the end result is pretty much okay. They get Hook back, but they didn't really get him back. It was almost like nothing mattered in this series. Like this whole half could have been done with like a one spell that would have resurrected him.
Yep, that would have been easier.
And then Hades would have chased him back. That would have been a lot better.
That would have been more entertaining, yes.
Like, and also, what the fuck's wrong with this show's treatment of Robin Hood characters?
Yeah.
Because I was like, Robin Hood's death was just stupid.
It was incredibly
Just died
stupid.
like a bitch.
He really
Like, every
did.
Robin Hood character so far has been shit.
Yeah.
And he didn't just die. He super died. No Underworld, nothing. Just super dead.
Super dead. He wears a cape and everything.
Yeah, like I said, the worst part about it as well is they had one good Robin Hood actor, sort of. The one that played Will.
Yeah.
He was a good actor.
However, he was a shit Will, but he played the character exactly as if the character was Robin Hood. He should have been Robin Hood and got the other guy as Will.
That could have worked.
Really
Robin
should've.
Hood in it has none of the adventure, the swagger, or even the insisting on using the bow and arrow to show off.
Seriously.
He's basically just a dude that's there to be Regina's, I don't know, arm candy.
I could excuse part of that given the fact that not only did his wife get murdered, but then an evil witch then posed as his wife to rape him and then have his baby. So I kind of feel a little depressed after that too.
But they wrote him to be that way, and I'm saying they wrote him to be not like the character. Whereas when it came to other stuff like, I don't know, Frozen, for example, they went out their way to make it as accurate as they possibly could.
That's true.
Whereas Robin Hood people, even the sheriff, he showed up in one episode just to make Rumpelstiltskin seem tougher because he can beat this villain.
Yep.
Who gives a shit?
Yep.
I don't know. See, like Rumpelstiltskin kind of got bitched this half of season 2 because basically show up, I'm going to act burning and not help anybody. Oh, I got blackmailed because of this convenient contract I forgot years ago that can conveniently be converted to Hades, so now he can make me open a portal because for some reason Hades can't do that, but I can.
Yeah.
Yep. I think he mentioned something about he could do that if the crystal was in our world. Hades needed to be alive to basically use the crystal that way.
Gotcha.
So basically, it's all Zeus's fault for being a dick and sending
That's why
him all the
Hades needed to use True Love's kiss to become a real boy.
Yeah. Also, am I the only one noticing I'm not gonna, I'm not saying anything about this, but there's a tremendous inconsistency in regards to Greek gods in this show. Because Poseidon is Ernie Hudson, we established 2 seasons ago, and then we got this Hades who looks younger by quite a bit than Ernie Hudson, and then we've got like babyface Zeus.
Yep.
Yep. I'm guessing Zeus, being in the Ultra God, can make him any way he wants.
Yeah,
True.
don't you know, like,
Where
all
the
the
fuck
love
was
affairs of
Zeus's
Zeus?
beard?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Zeus
Where was
is
Zeus's beard?
yeah, Zeus is supposed to look like Santa Claus, and he didn't. Just without
He
being
should have been
fat.
played by Sean Connery.
Hey,
That would've been
Zeus
amazing.
is supposed to have, like, 30 bastard children, and Hercules' only power is being legitimate.
Trying to go
So
back to
he's gotta look like, a young guy to get all those bastards made. That's
Also,
the only
totally
reason-
saw Hulk's resurrection. Not Hulk. Totally saw Hulk's resurrection.
Wait a minute, Hulk!
Yeah, like
I
I
don't
said,
think they
totally
brought
saw
Marvel
Hulk's
in yet, but that'd be
resurrection.
interesting.
It's a one-handed
The
Hulk.
second, yeah, like Hulk's resurrection. The second they told him, you're gonna go right back where you belong," and he started to walk, saw it coming.
Oh, everybody saw it coming. That was so painfully obvious. And that just made it
It
even
was.
more of a dick move that they killed fucking Robin Hood and super killed him so they couldn't bring him back and left Regina with nobody fucking again.
And it reminds me even more, basic similar-ish twist. Reminds me so much why Josh Whedon's writing was better on Buffy.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sorry, and you've seen Buffy, obviously, Pew.
Yep.
Be honest, when Spike went through the trials and was like, "So make me what I was, return me to what I was, so she can get what she deserves." You're like, "Oh, he wants his chip out. He's gonna become ultra evil." And
Yeah.
the demon's like, "Okay, we will return your soul." And then it's the credits. Like, wait, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Wait,
He didn't expect
what?
that.
Yeah, the second it said that we will return your soul, I was like, wait, what? I even had to rewind. I had to rewind it. Like, did they just say that?
Yeah. The other problem is, while Hades' performance wasn't bad, his motivations seemed to be confused. Because first it's like, I want you all out of here, and then it's like, no, I'm going to bind you to Tombstone so you can't leave.
It was because, like you said, I want you all out of here, but he bound them there because, essentially speaking, then they couldn't interfere with his plans. He wanted them out of the way so they wouldn't interfere with his plans. Then when he realised it was too late for him to not know what his plans were, he's like, fuck it, I was going to keep them here then so they can't interfere. At least that was one thing I will say was at least a tiny bit consistent.
Okay.
Not well written, but consistent.
Yep. But let's be honest, the best part of the Underworld, we finally met Stealthy.
Ha.
That was cool.
Yeah.
I thought the Gaston actor was pretty good.
It's all right.
Oh, so King Arthur redeemed in 2 seconds.
Yes. That's all right, we'll just jump up to the finale then real quick, because yeah, King Arthur being
all over the place.
yeah. But yeah, King Arthur being randomly, then all of a sudden, oh, I'm redeemed, I'm gonna save the Underworld. That kind of came out of nowhere.
I was disappointed in that for one reason. When they did it, because I really liked the actress playing her, way more than fucking Descendants, I wanted to see Cruella in charge. I wanted to see her sat on Hades' throne and see what the fuck
I was kind of hoping they were gonna go that way too.
Because then when they said to be taken over, I'm sorry, that would make dying in Once Upon a Time a lot worse, because whenever you die, Cruella.
Yeah.
Thus, death
honestly,
has a penalty. Now killed the god of death. Does that mean they can't die?
I believe Haney's exact words, whether you believe them or not, were, now the Underworld can function as it was intended to.
That's what he said.
Whatever the fuck that means.
Not.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense, because Hades is supposed to be part of the Underworld to function as it's supposed to. He's supposed to bet. He doesn't necessarily like his job, but he does it because he knows it's an important job to ferry souls to where they gotta be.
Or I'm going back to Hercules is a dick, and he was being a dick brother, making him in the Underworld, and then Hades kind of did his own thing, being a pissy little brother, and then it wasn't.
Yes.
Like, that's what I'd go for.
What should have happened is season 6, when we open it up, it should be like that, and I'm going to reference something just for Jim. It should have been like that Family Guy episode when the Grim Reaper had his leg up. People should then be like, oh, we can't die here. Haha, and like Hook constantly trying to kill Rumpelstiltskin and getting beheaded and coming back in like a hilarious montage. And then eventually appoint a new Lord of Death and reset the status quo of people can die.
Yeah. Honestly, my version. Yeah, honestly, the way they have booked that, just because I kind of like the chemistry that Hook and Arthur had. One of my thoughts that I'm in a Once Upon a Time Facebook group, and one of the thoughts I posted was, what would be great here? This needs to be a spin-off where Hook and Arthur team up in like a buddy show, and their goal is to try to liberate the Underworld from Cruella de Vil. Because I would watch that show.
I'd watch the other one.
Which one?
The show about Cruella literally taking over and being pure evil.
That would also be good, yes.
That would be interesting.
That would be interesting.
But,
so, yes.
The ending of this series, we meet Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, who I fucking love.
Jekyll and Hyde are awesome. We find out that via additional fucked up portal, because there's not enough fucked up portals and ways to cross realms that's supposed to be, really hard to do in this world. They end up in the land of untold stories, as they're calling it, where we do meet Jekyll and Hyde, and
And as I was saying, I was pissed they separated them.
hmm.
I'm sorry, that's his one good thing. It's like whenever they separate the Hulk from Banner, I'm not interested.
Yeah, well, you realize where they're going with it.
Yeah, but it's still not that interesting, because Jekyll on his own and Hyde on his own is less interesting than the constant struggle between the two.
Yeah, that's true.
Fair enough.
I always thought that Jekyll and Hyde were going to be in the same area as where the Doctor came from.
Well,
Frankenstein,
you know what that means, don't you, Pew?
Yeah?
They can now cross over with books.
Oh, that's cool.
BC now needs to get all over in contact with CW, and they need to cross over with the Vampire Diaries.
Ha!
I want to see Damon Rumpelstiltskin hanging out.
There you go.
Even though she's now erased from existence, I want to see Elena and Regina battle their doppelgangers.
Ah,
Since Regina has an evil twin.
yep.
Now, if it's Regina at the height of her evilness, who will she keep as a sex slave this season?
That's a good question.
I'm hoping for me.
Ah, nice. Yeah, but I kind of see where this is going, because I have a feeling next season the idea is going to be, oh, there's Evil Queen and there's Hyde, but neither of them can die while they're separated from their other halves, and so the Jekyll and Regina have to kind of come to terms with their evil selves and take them back into them so that they can be defeated.
Yeah, it's going to be a season about evil and good are equal forces, same size of a coin. You are who you are, but you are only good because you were evil, and therefore you appreciate the good stuff more. Blah 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 bullshit.
Yep. Then they must bring balance.
Midway through, Belle will find out Rumpelstiltskin's a dick, then forgive him, because he'll probably be split in two at some point, re-merge and not tell her, and then someone else will figure it out and blackmail him with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel bad for their kid.
You know who their kid is, right?
No.
Jake.
No.
Jake from the Neverland Pirates, when he goes to a port and ends up back in Neverland, and that's how he ended up there. Fact.
No. I'm gonna go with no.
I knew he was gonna say that.
Yep. But yeah, then it was really cool.
It's the other Disney character. He's gonna grow up, open up a tool store, and be called Handy Manny.
Ah. There you go.
Because he hasn't appeared yet.
Nope.
It's twins. One's called Phineas.
Ha! Oh boy. But yeah, then it was good where they showed off a lot of the books, and you know, there's all kinds of people we saw in both the. First of all, I really liked the we should probably address this. Pew, since you live here with me, you can join me in attesting to the accuracy. So in the finale, Henry rallies a random street full of New York City citizens. Would that ever happen?
Oh no, they'd tell you to piss off. They'd be like, we got fucking shit to do. In fact,
I would argue yes. I'd argue yes, that would happen. Because they instantly got the fuck over it and thought it was just a show they were participating in within 2 seconds.
Okay, if they thought it was a reality show, they do that. Or even better, let's pretend it's a rare Pokemon. If you do this, you'll get a rare Pokemon. It's an event one.
Ha!
If they thought it was something like that, they would do. But to be fair, loads of films have New York City people rallying around them. At one point, they even rallied around a shitload of cranes to get Spider-Man to his destination.
That is true.
Yeah.
Something ripped directly from video games. If you're swinging through generic cities, crane, city, crane, city, crane, city, crane. I want to see a crane in a film as if it's done by Daniel.
Ah, nice. I like when the New York City citizens rally around Santa Claus so that the Christmas spirit can make his sleigh fly because the turbine broke.
Yep.
But yeah, that was kind of unrealistic. Also, somebody should probably, I'm not, and as in my brain, I'm certainly not advocating this, but somebody should really go back to the New York Public Library and negotiate to gain ownership of those clearly magic storybooks in the back room.
And while you're there, if it's the New York Public Library, make sure you bust the ghost.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's still there unless you played the video game.
Ah,
Where they finally
true,
go
they
back
never
and
went-
bust her.
do they? Fair enough.
Yeah, in the video game they bust her and she has like an ultimate form.
Ooh,
You go Super Saiyan.
fair enough. But yeah, I like how in those books and in the the pan over clips we saw of the when we pan out to the land of untold stories and all the new groups we saw, the Musketeers, Don Quixote was in there, Paul Bunyan, just so many cool stories that they could delve into, and I love seeing all that. There's heavy rumors that Aladdin and Jasmine are going to show up this season.
You also know Sinbad is.
That could be interesting.
I don't think Aladdin will show up because we're already going to get Sinbad.
True, they are kind of similar. We shall see. But there's all kinds of rumors. One thing there was confirmed, I will talk about this big news, they did confirm that apparently we didn't forget that there's supposed to be other people living in this town because Dr. Hopper is returning this season.
Yay.
He's going to come back to shrink people, I guess.
Well, people came back from the dead and, shit, they're gonna be all fucked up.
That's true. They're going to need good psychological help. But I imagine he's going to be continuing his counseling with Regina over her split evil self. You know that's what's going to come to.
You also know they're going to totally pull the Vampire Diaries shit on this.
What's
Not
that?
the Vampire Diaries, but you know they're going to do it. Evil Regina's going to dress as actual Regina and trick people into thinking it's her through multiple misunderstandings.
Yes.
Has to happen.
Mhm.
Yep.
Then hopefully both women fight into a pit of mud
There you go.
where they tear each other's clothes just a little bit. Then my fanfic is complete.
Yes.
Why is Q turned the camera off?
She
Wait,
hasn't.
what?
It's on. It's just frozen and messed up.
Oh.
Oh, okay. They kept showing just her circle at one point when she spoke.
Yeah, on my screen, it's frozen on her looking down off the camera.
Oh, sorry. On mine, it's normal.
We
Okay.
need Nazi Donald Duck to show up.
There you go. But yeah, the Underworld, there were some concerns with the Underworld, but they got through it, and I did like the building Hades and Zelina backstory because honestly, those two actors did have chemistry. I did like their relationship.
I didn't like it because from the very beginning you could easily tell Hades was just using her. Therefore, it's like, oh, so she's got another reason to be whiny and bitchy next season.
True.
Yeah.
Because I like the actress playing Selena, but come on.
Oh, speaking of questionable relationships, what did we think of Wolfie in Kansas?
Oh, I thought that was really awesome and cool, but I kind of wanted to be slightly more realistic and just one of those, not dwarves, munchkins, be like, seriously, what the fuck? Come on, I just kind of wanted to be one, racist or, not racist, but, one, anti-gay, munchkin or something. I just thought we needed, one day, I don't know, just to make it, but it was fine. It was totally awesome and good. I just don't think
Also-
that's the reaction that would happen in real life, but...
Also, which one? Regina or Zelina do you think's going to date Sinbad?
That is a good question.
Young adventurer guy coming in there. You could easily say, oh, that could be like the next Robin Hood. But then you're also thinking, ooh, it could be Zelina's love interest. Oh, maybe it's both.
Competition.
They just have a threesome and just do it nonstop. Full
Foursome.
exposure.
Let's include both Reginas.
There you go.
Twice the pride, double the
Hey.
cum.
There you go.
There you go.
Nice, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how that all plays out. The Wolfie Kansas thing, I thought that's a cool idea. It did seem like it could have used a little more build up. But I did like how they did that. It was kind of neat. The one thing that didn't.
I like Dorothy and what would you call it, Red Riding Hood.
There's the combination. The other thing that led me to question is I already brought it back to the library, but I recently read the first of the Once Upon a Time graphic novels, and in that they actually show a scene from back in the Enchanted Forest pre-everything. It's where the book is, and we see that actually Red had a true love thing actually going on with the huntsman Graham back in the Enchanted Forest, so I guess this is her second true love. Not that that
I'm
has
Well,
to
what
be
about her
anymore.
boyfriend?
I'm assuming like most graphic novels are tying to shows, it's canon for like the 1 week it's released. When something in the show will contradict it, and we're meant to say, okay, it's no longer counted.
Maybe
Also,
not, I don't know.
Remember, she killed her boyfriend when she was a wolf, so she's had 2 male lovers at least.
That's true. She ain't a boyfriend.
She was just finding herself.
Mm.
Mm.
It's interesting. Still wish they find somebody for Mulan. Mulan's kind of getting shafted left, right, and center.
Yep, and just
She
based
can
on
have
who
some
she
bad.
is, and just based on the name of Red Riding Hood in the show, and the fact she's dating Dorothy, it's not the first time Dorothy's been in Ruby.
Ha!
Thank you.
Yeah. Except in the show it is, because in the show they actually used the proper color of the slippers, which was silver.
Yes. But it still counts as a good joke.
It does
Yeah,
count as a
it
good
does.
joke.
I kind of like when Henry had a girlfriend. So let's get back to that. That was cool.
He still has a girlfriend. Didn't you see that little joke they wrote in the finale so they could have an excuse for why she could stay with them in Storybrooke and not have to go back to Camelot?
Yeah, but they didn't show it a lot. I just thought it'd be interesting in the next series. We could see them more progress.
Yeah, unfortunately that's because Viola doesn't have a character outside of I'm Henry's girlfriend, I'm here to be supportive of him. They kind of need to develop that a little bit.
That's why I said go forward with it.
He's
Yeah.
gonna, based on the fact he's clearly got a lot of mother issues with stuff going on, he's clearly going to be with the evil queen next season. And that's why the therapist is brought in.
Okay,
he's-
then.
That's who the evil queen keeps as a sex slave next season. It's Henry.
I was just gonna say I see Henry as like a 40-year-old man just talking about his mothers to like a therapist.
And Jiminy Cricket, the therapist, comes in and goes, "Okay, Henry, what's wrong?" "Well, my mother's evil doppelganger has kept me enslaved for sex for 2 years." And that's just when he's just going to drop his umbrella and hat and be like, "Oh no, I'm done. I'm done here." And just walk. Wait, don't cross the boundary, you'll lose memory. That's the plan.
Yeah, that's one other thing we haven't solved yet is what is the boundary doing right now? Because the last time because that's the one thing they kind of forgot about is they haven't gone back to address it. But last time we checked, Dopey is still a fucking tree.
Yeah, but didn't they break the boundary? They break
we
the
don't-
barrier, but I don't think they freed Dopey.
Well, we don't know. The barrier was put up as part of the curse that Emma cast to bring them all back to Storybrooke. That curse hasn't been broken because Storybrooke is still there. All they did was go to the Underworld, so that curse should still be in effect.
Yeah, but technically when Emma cast it, she was the Dark One, and they channeled all the Dark One's magic, and in doing so, when they killed them all, I'm guessing
How
they
about
reset it because everyone crossed the line this season. They all just fucking said, "No, let's leave."
okay? How about they build a real storybook next to the actual storybook, so if a curse ever happens, they still have a home. So they have a backup storybook that's
Yeah.
non-curse related.
Well, you gotta remember, the reason they were able to leave made sense, though, because that was when Rumpelstiltskin had tied the magic of the town into the crystal. So whoever had the crystal was taking the magic with them and could easily leave because the magic was staying with them. And once the magic was gone, there was no barrier to keep anybody else out because no magic.
I know, but if they had a non-magic related, just like got some timber together and built like an exact replica backup
what you want-
storybook, non-curse related.
What you want is you want it to be like Pinky in the Brain, Mache Earth, and then suddenly an asteroid destroyed the real Earth, so he ends up having to try and take over the paper mache Earth. And at the end of the
Yes.
episode,
There you go.
also, which other books will they cross over with? I'm hoping we get to see Narnia.
That would be interesting.
That would be
And with the
amazing,
evil
but Disney
queen
doesn't
around.
have the rights to it anymore.
Oh,
And
we
with
don't.
the evil queen around, I know who I want to see introduced this season.
Who's that?
50 Shades of Grey.
That would be weird because then Jamie Dornan has to double roll.
Mhm. They can get a new actor.
Which, by the way, kind of bullshit. Why wasn't Graham in the Underworld? What the hell? He definitely got unfinished business.
Also, they're crossing over with loads of religious stuff. Where's Mel Gibson's Jesus? Come on, it's either all okay or it's not okay.
Hmm.
I want to see
Yeah.
Jesus, I want to see Thor, I want to see all the gods except through Muhammad because the writers want to live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, I've got a lot of interesting stories. And the other heavy rumor that I've seen around is that Maleficent and Lily will be returning this season to resolve that storyline.
Oh yeah, that was a thing.
Yep. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes.
Yeah.
They need to bring back the Frozen characters.
I like them.
They
As
were
much
good.
as I didn't like their film, I loved them in Once Upon a Time.
Yeah,
did
they
a
were
good
really
job.
good.
They did a good job.
Well, hell, why not cross over with Star Wars next season?
Ha!
Oh, they've got it.
Turns
Well,
out Rumpelstiltskin's now going to absorb all the power of the Sith.
oh, that's the battle between Regina and the Evil Queen. It's the light side versus the dark side.
Yeah, and like I said, Rumpelstiltskin will absorb all of Vader and Sidious and every single Sith in existence and become the Darth one.
Nice.
The Darth one.
Which would have been ironic because that would have helped him a while back because he's absorbed all of them. That would have included Pelagius, and he could have just used the Force to bring Hook back from the dead.
He could have, but he didn't want to bring Hook back from the dead.
That's true.
His agreement was to take him there. He was okay if they failed.
Yeah, he was about ready to turn around and leave, and then he got Shanghai with that contract.
When you see the fight breaking out between like Evil Queen and all the good guys, and right when like Maleficent waves her wand, just webbing takes it into the air, and it's Spider-Man in his Civil War style pose.
Hmm.
But in this universe, it's Henry.
Henry Spider-Man.
Why not?
Yeah, he has the heart of the truest believer, so it grants him web powers.
Ah, true believers. I see what you did there. That's clever.
Thank you.
So yeah, he's by his like biological webbing.
Well,
Okay.
and because he's a teenager going through some stuff, the first time he's with his girlfriend, he'll accidentally web prematurely. We're horrible people.
We're not saying anything. You're the horrible person.
You're condemning it with your eyes.
No, we're not.
I kinda am.
Okay, she is. I'm not.
I want to see a crossover with Toy Story.
That would be fucking amazing.
I want more Pixar stuff like The Incredibles.
Hmm. That would be interesting.
Incredibles 2 is happening eventually, so.
Yeah.
Incredibles 2 will be their last sequel, they claim.
Yeah, that's why I said they weren't going to do any more sequels after that.
But come on, crossover with Toy Story, or maybe not even Toy Story, crossover with just the Buzz Lightyear stuff, that'd be cool. Imagine
That'd be
Once
cool.
Upon a Time in space.
That would be interesting.
And it turns out Zurg has made the fucking spaceship look exact Storybrooke on the inside.
Ah,
Because why the fuck not?
I know, right? Go for it.
But no. I think we've reached the end.
Yeah, I think we've pretty much exhausted this. I will just say I'm looking forward to next season. The other thing to be aware of is that they said season 6 is not going to have that two different story arc format. It's going to be one long thing for the whole season. So that should be interesting.
Okay.
See, I want them to go back to. I want them to stay with the format that they've got right now. Only because they're not capable of doing good stories anymore. So you get like, okay, that bit's enjoyable. Okay, at least we'll get a new story this year.
Yeah. I don't know. I like what they did with Hyde. I like how he's still got Belle in the box and is blackmailing Rumple with that. And he's moved all the people into Storybrooke, so all new people are around. And
Bell in the box.
Belle in the box.
Available today.
It's your Belle in a box.
Warning, she's super gullible and will often remember you're evil and then forget.
Yep. Hashtag the Darth one.
Hashtag the Darth one. I approve. Okay, well, thank you two for joining me for this little review discussion thing here.
Oh wait, do we have to say like our scores or something?
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead, score it.
I would say, just if we're rating it as a series, I'm not even going to do the, oh, well, if you like it, you're going to watch it anyway, because that's bullshit and an easy cop-out. I'm going to go with just, this second half was shit.
There you go.
It feels like it shouldn't have existed.
Yeah, kind of. It didn't
Sorry
need to
for
be
questioning
there.
existence. I'm not trying to steal your gimmick, Pure. But this shouldn't have existed. But they did cast Hades, right?
He wasn't bad.
Also, Sexy Evil Queen's back.
Yes.
I'd only say
Also, Zelina and Regina totally made out.
sure.
At least in my head. At least in my head, that's what happened when the camera cut away when they were hooking.
Okay then.
Totally did it.
Okay.
Hashtag black and green.
Righty then.
Yeah. I'd say it's pretty terrible. It has some like good moments in there. So this seems to be one of those things that I do while watching the laundry, or doing. I'd watch while doing the laundry. Like I wouldn't super focus on it, but now and again I'll catch something or whatever. So yeah, it's one of those things. If you're bored and you want to watch something, but you want to do something else while you're watching it, then yeah, sure, why not? Otherwise, just find something else that's better, which there is
it's
available.
It's like it used to be a good show once upon a time ago.
Ha!
Ah!
Yeah, that and the Darth one. Yeah.
Darth one. Hashtag the Darth one. Alright.
Is it possible, Rumpel, to learn this power? Not without a contract, my dearie.
Ah!
See, that needs to happen.
There you go. The dark side comes with a price. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, I would overall.
Oh,
I'd
no,
say.
that's not Death Star.
Ah.
It's a moon. It's like, oh, Rumpel, you gave me the moon. You're not at all evil. Wait, what just happened to Old One?
Ha.
You mean there was no Old One? Oh, still me and my imagination.
See, something like that would happen though.
Yeah.
But it's okay, Rumpel, because once upon a time ago, I chipped a cup.
Ha.
That fucking
So long ago.
cup.
The fucking cop.
That fucking cup. They keep bringing it up like it's the best thing ever. Like, one of that's such a sign of true love. The fact he kept the broken, chipped cup.
Mm.
Not the
And
fact
not-
it was
and not only that,
shut
but-
and it never went out anyway.
Yeah, and not only that, but the broken chip cup apparently had unfinished business because it was in the underworld.
That was a different cup that was chipped.
It had unfinished business, just like Henry's author pen that was magically in the underworld.
Well, he did break it, so that's why it was there.
It's a fucking pen. Why wouldn't it have unfinished business to be in the
'Cause-
underworld?
Because it
It
has
was
the
a
heart of
magic-
it has the heart of the TARDIS in it, which is alive.
It was a magic pen.
Okay then. Which, by the way, related note, okay, the apprentice was down there, fine. Where the fuck was Merlin?
He passed on.
He was good.
That's true. He was the purest good. If anybody would get a straight digging up, it would be him.
Yep. Black people didn't
But then again, I don't think he could because he had unfinished business because the love of his life became the Dark One, the original one. So that's kind of
Yeah.
unfinished business.
Then the Ren was killed, sent to the underworld. He would have reunited with and moved on.
Or maybe he met a chick. He's over it. He
But
met
she's,
a
not,
new.
but she's not in the underworld. She was channeled into the Super Dark One powers and is now residing with the Rumpelstiltskin.
Who went into the underworld and made out with Merlin off screen.
Can't even just say that he went on an online dating site and found someone new and got over her?
Sure, why not?
Where was Tiny?
Where was Tiny?
He's growing crops or whatever the fuck. He's a farmer now, right?
Also, since she hasn't appeared in town and she was madly in love with Grumpy, I assume she must have died. Where's Fred from Angel?
Yeah, where is Root? That's a good question.
She died and
Also,
a thing attached to herself, her spirit, and made her blue.
also, wait till season 7, Jim, when they start crossing over with Marvel Comics. Hashtag Dopey is Groot.
Yes!
Oh my god.
Yes. Perfect.
Oh god, this is too much.
Oh boy. Okay, that's about it here. I said I recommend giving it a watch. I recommend giving it a watch if if you're once upon a time fan and you're like you want to see some characters you haven't seen in a while show up, give it a shot. It's nice seeing the actors back again. They're talented, and the guy playing Hades did a good job. So yeah, check out the Underworld and definitely stay tuned for season 6. I think it's going to be way better than this.
The bar set pretty low, so.
What's that, Mo?
Hashtag 6 seasons in a movie.
Hashtag 6 seasons in a movie. Thank you, two, for joining me. And we'll see you later in the month for an assortment of reviews coming up for the hashtag Summer of Disney. I'm James Phoenix.
Hey.